Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you're welcome and I hope you are doing well. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make this beautiful crochet wig right here from start to finish. So with that said, let's jump right into the video. Okay, so first thing I'm going to be doing is to cut the braiding hair, and inside the pack there are two braiding hairs inside the pack. So I'm going to be cutting one into four and the other one into three. So the one I'm going to be cutting into four, that's the one I'm going to be using for the back part of the crochet wig. And right here I'm going ahead to pull on the ends to stretch it out and to thin out the ends of the hair. So once I'm done stretching out the hair, I'm going to go in with my hairbrush and brush the hair through to make sure it's tangle free. So these are the ones I'm going to be using for the back of the crochet wig. So I'm just going to go ahead and set them aside while I cut the other one. So I've already went ahead and did that. So for this one, we're going to be using it, or I'm going to be using it for the lace part of the wig. So the ones you're going to be using for the lace part of the wig, you don't need to stretch them out, okay? Don't stretch it out, just cut it and brush the hair through to make sure it's tangle free. So next, set it aside and okay, so moving on to the wig cap, I have a separate video showing you guys how to make this crochet wig cap. For that, click on this little icon right here to your right to watch that video if you haven't watched the video yet, so that way you can know how you can make your own DIY wig cap for the crochet wig. And also right here I have my mannequin head increaser. This thing is perfect and amazing. So this helps you to make your wig cap fit better if the mannequin head is too small, and it works like magic. Okay, so once you place your wig cap on your mannequin head, the next step is to take a concealer, fabric marker, whatever you want to use, and mark 1 inch inward from your hairline. So just go ahead and mark in a guideline. So this line that you're making, or the mark you're making, will be your guideline on where to start creating the natural looking hairline. So draw in 1 inch inward from your hairline. So for the side and the back of the wig cap, you need to mark 1/2 inch inward. So that way, if you decide to put the hair into a ponytail, it will still give you that natural look to it. And don't forget to put in your guideline for the side part and the middle part. Okay, so moving on to the fun part of this whole process. So before you start, you want to make sure to brush the hair to get rid of any tangle. So once that is done, take a little bit out of the hair, just like that. I'm going to be working with a little bit at a time. Okay, so once that is done, out of this one right here, you want to go ahead and take a tiny amount of hair, super tiny, just like this. So go ahead and fold it over to create a loop, and just by wrapping it around your finger like that. So next, take your regular crochet hook, pass it through one hole on the cap. Next, hook the hair, pull it through using the crochet hook, hook the hair, pass it through the loop. Okay, again, hook the hair and pass it through the loop the second time. So once you've done that, pull the hair through and pull on it to secure it in place. So we're using the double knot method. Again, pass the crochet hook through one hole on the black cap, hook the hair, pass it through using the crochet hook, hook the hair, pass it through, again, hook the hair, pass it through the loop and pull it all the way through and to secure the knot in place, just like that. So the reason why I'm saying to pass the crochet hook through one hole on the cap, this will allow the cap to stretch without any restriction. Okay, you don't want to pass it more than one hole. Okay, because when you do that, you're kind of shrinking the cap. If you pass it through more than one hole on the lace, more than one hole, right, you're shrinking the cap. So we don't want that to happen. We want to allow the cap to stretch once we're done crocheting the hair. Also, I'm using the box braid method. So this helps to give the wig that full look without overcrowding it. So when you crochet the hair, you want to make sure that the next one you place on top falls between the space on the bottom, and also make sure to maintain the same size of hair or the same amount of hair while crocheting the hair. So you don't want some to be too big, some to be too small. And doing this help to ensure that the hairs will be enough for the whole process. So this is it. I'm done crocheting the hair on the back part of the wig. So I still have one left, which I'm going one out of the four I cut earlier for the back part of the crochet wig. So the remaining one, I'm going to be using it for the black part right there for the front. Just, I'll show you in the next clip, not right now, but I'll show you as the video progress. Okay, so now that I'm done crocheting on the back part of the wig, the next step now is to work on the lace part. So right here, like I said earlier, you don't need to stretch out the one you're going to be using for the lace part of the wig. So again, you want to make sure to brush the hair to make sure it's tangle free before going ahead to start the process. So once you brush the hair, you want to go ahead and take a little amount of hair. We're going to be working with a little bit at a time, just showing you the length. Okay, so out of this hair right here, I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit out of it. So next, take your hair and fold it over, making sure you have a short end and a long end. So a short and a long end, just like that. I'm going to be showing you guys two methods. So first, I'm going to be showing you how to create how to ventilate the hair on the lace part using the tiny crochet hook, and I'm also going to be showing you how to ventilate the hair using the ventilating needle. Again, wrap the hair around your finger to create a loop just like this. Okay, so for this next part, you will need the tiny crochet lash hook. So I'm going to be working on this area right here and also the crown part of the wig cap before moving on to the front. So to do this, you need to pass the tiny crochet hook through one hole on the lace. Gently push it through. So next, hook 2 strands of hair. Close the lash hook and gently pull it through the hole again. So using the crochet hook, hook the hair and pull the strands through the loop. So once you pull it through, make sure to pull it all the way so that way the knot will be secured. Again, I'm going to show you. Take your tiny crochet hook, pass it through one hole on the lace. Take your time. Oh, I'm taking my time. So once you gently pass the crochet hook through one hole, again, through one hole on the lace. Next, hook 2 strands of hair. Hook 2 strands of hair, just like that, and gently pass it through the hole. Again, use the crochet hook, hook the hair, right? Close the lash hook and pull it through the loop. So before you pull the hair all the way through, pull the hair so that way the knot will be secure at the bottom, as you can see right here. So once you have that knot right there, then you can pull the strands all the way through. That helps to secure it. As you pull the hair through, make sure to place your finger on top. That will also help to ease the stress on the lace while pulling the hair through the loop. And also for this, you need to make sure to space out the hair. So to space it out, you need to skip one hole, okay? So you need to crochet the hair or ventilate the hair on every other hole. So skip one, ventilate on one hole, skip one hole, ventilate on the next hole, skip the next hole, and ventilate on the next one after that. Okay, so let's talk about the choice of color and hair type. So whatever color you choose to use is up to you. And if you don't feel like using synthetic hair, you can use real hair. You can use human hair for your project. You don't have to use the same color. You don't have to use synthetic hair for your project. So it's your project. It's so you decide what you want to use for your project. Okay. All right, so moving on to the next step, I'm going to be showing you how to ventilate the hair using the ventilating needle. So using the same process, you want to start by folding the hair over just like that. So to start, you need to take your ventilating needle, pass it through one hole on the lace. So next, you need to hook two strands, okay? Hook two strands and pull it through the hole. So using the ventilating needle, wrap the hair around it, flip the ventilating needle upside down, just like this, okay, and gently pull it through the loop. So once you pull it through the loop, you can go ahead and pull the strands all the way through to secure it in place to help tie the knots in place. Again, take your ventilating needle, pass it through one hole on the lace. So next, hook two strands of hair and pass it through just like that. So next, wrap the hair around the ventilating needle, and next, rotate the ventilating needle upside down just like this, and next pull the hair through the loop and all the way through just like that to tie the knot. So go ahead and continue doing that, and also remember you need to space out the hair by skipping every other hole on the lace. So when using the ventilating needle to ventilate the braiding hair, if the hair keeps breaking, that means you need to ease off the tension, the amount of tension you add to it when pulling the hair through the loop to tie the knot. You don't need to add that much tension in order for the knot to be tied. Okay, so just ease it a little bit, and you will see the ventilating process will go super easy and smoothly. So unlike the tiny crochet hook, when you're using the tiny crochet hook, the hair won't break, but it might break the lace. So when that happens, you just need to adjust how you push the crochet hook, the tiny crochet hook, through the lace. And when pulling the hair through, you need to make sure to place your finger on top to ease the stress on the lace. So just by passing the tiny crochet hook through the hole on the lace, that alone already stretches out the hole. So you don't want to put extra stretch or stress to it. So yeah. So then, as always, you want to make sure to practice, figure out what's wrong if the lace keep breaking. Just practice on something other than the project you are working on. So once you figure out how to avoid that, then you can settle down and work on the project you need to create in order to avoid holes on your project. Take a break every now and then if you need to. Take a break, rest your booty if you are sitting, and then get back to it. And also remember, you don't really learn everything at once. You learn as you go along with each project. You learn new stuff. You're like, oh, this is different. Oh, I can improve on this. Oh, I can do this better. How can I make this project even better than the one I've made before? So that's how you improve on the scales. Even now, I'm still learning new stuff. Like, oh, this one is way better than the one I made before. You improve on your skills and get more experience as you work on more projects. As always, if you need to practice on a little session, on a little bit of lace, go ahead and practice on that. Practice, practice, practice to improve. Okay, so I went ahead and finished the front part. So now it's time to focus on the hairline. So you can see right here, all done. Almost. We still need to create that natural looking hairline. So as you can see right here, that's the line. That's where I stopped. So now I need to focus on the hairline. So for the hairline, you only need one strand of hair, and also you need to space it out. Also, you can space it out by skipping one or two holes depending on what you want the front of your wig to look like. So there are parts that you might only need to skip one hole, while there will be some part that you need to skip more than one in order to achieve the look you are going for. Again, remember, for the hairline you only need to use one strand of hair getting close to the very front of the wig. You only need one strand of hair and also a single knot. So I'm going to be uploading a separate video, a more in-depth video showing you how to create a more realistic hairline, how to draw the lines and everything, where to focus on when it comes to a specific area. I'm going to be uploading a separate video for that. So stay tuned for that video. Hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, so that way once I upload the video, you will get notified. Don't forget, for the very front of the lace, to get that natural looking hairline, you need to switch from two strands of hair to one strand of hair. And also, if you need to skip one hole, go ahead and skip one hole. If you need to skip two holes, go ahead and do that. Okay, so once you're done ventilating the hairline, the next step is to braid the hair out of the way, so that way you can work on the remaining part of the crochet wig. So like I said earlier, I only used three out of the one I cut into four. So right now I'm going ahead to use the remaining one for this for the rest of the crochet wig. So, and also you want to make sure to maintain the same amount of hair you use for the back of the wig. So doing this will help to ensure that you have enough hair to finish the crochet wig. Okay, make just like that. Take a tiny bit. And also I'm doing the same thing right here. I'm making sure that the next one I place on top falls in between the space on the bottom. So once you're done crocheting the hair down, the next step, take your brush and brush the hair through. So next, go ahead and braid it out of the way for the next step. As you can see, it's not overcrowded. All right, so right here I'm going ahead to braid it. Okay, all done almost. So the next part now, I'm going to be trimming the hairs on the lace part. So I'm going to be trimming and thinning out the ends of the hairs on the lace part of the wig. So I'm going to be doing that using a razor comb, and I'm going to be working with a little section at a time just to maintain the same trimming process. But first, I'm going in with a brush to make sure I brush it to get rid of any tangle before going in with the razor comb. So right there, going in with a razor comb, I'm gonna head to trim and thin out the ends of it. So doing this will help to prevent the ventilated hair from getting tangled, because you don't want it to be all the same length all the way down. So you need to go in and create some short strands in there, just like human hair. You have some short strands on the hair, so that's exactly what I'm doing right here. So creating a little bit like some short strands in between the hair, so this helps you to minimize the amount of frizz and tangle you would usually get from a synthetic wig. So now that that is done, the next step is to wash the hair. And to do that, I'm pouring in warm water into this container right here. You want to make sure to put your hand inside the water to make sure it's warm and not too hot for your wig. We're not trying to cook it. We're just trying to clean the wig. Okay, so once you add your warm water into a container or bucket, go ahead and add your shampoo. Okay, just like I'm doing in this video. So once that is done, go ahead and put the wig inside, completely submerged the wig into the water. And do not comb the hair while the hair is in there. You can run your fingers through it, but don't use any comb or brush. Okay, so once you put the wig in the warm water, the next step is to let the wig soak in the water for a few minutes. So once that is done, go ahead and remove it from the shampoo water, put it into clean water to rinse out the shampoo. Okay, so once that is done, you need to go ahead and dry off the wig using dry off the excess water using your towel. So once that is done, you need to let the wig air dry completely overnight during the day. Just let it air dry completely. Do not manipulate the hair. Don't comb it while the hair is wet. Okay, you can do whatever you need to do once the hair is completely, or once the wig is completely air dry. Okay, so this is the next day and the wig is completely dry. So right here, I'm going in with my brush to brush the hair through. So at this point, you can do whatever you need to do. Like if you want to straighten the hair, you can go ahead and straighten the hair using a very low heat. Okay, if you want to like super straight, you need to use a low heat using a flat iron to straighten the hair. So yeah, this is the wig. I didn't use any heat. I didn't use the hot comb this time around. I have something else planned for this wig. So yeah. Okay, so we've come to the end of today's video, and there is the final result. The all back hairstyle. You can do all kinds of hairstyle with it. You do half up, half down, half braided hairstyle, um, ponytails, low bun, all kinds of hairstyle. This is the best thing about this crochet wig. This is by far my best wig yet. Like, all in one crochet wig. Like, come on. This right here is it. Okay, If, like I said earlier, if you're not a fan of synthetic hair, free and use real hair. You can use human hair for your project. It's your wig. You decide the type of hair you want for it. So yeah, this is it right here. As always, if you find this video helpful, give it a big thumbs up and leave your comment down below. Okay, and also if you're new to my channel, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for popping by today, and I'll see you all in my next one.